So from the movie, for those who watch it, very skinny. Can't dig really deep graves. When we come back tomorrow and bury the bodies of some more, we could find the bodies of those we buried yesterday eaten by hyenas or other wild animals. That was very graphic part of life story. But we didn't give up. Later, United Nations brought food, and then they start bringing a blanket, distributing blanket. What blanket? One you use at home, that you cover yourself at night. That when you have that, then it becomes both what you cover yourself at night and what you wear during the daytime. Cause no clothes. I'm not even talking about shoes. Nothing. You see ourselves a lot of wound of all the other things that cause it. We stayed there then they brought more food and then stayed there for 4 years. All of a sudden, the government of Ethiopia, which was good to us, was overthrown by the Ethiopian rebel base in northern Sudan. And so the new government didn't want us, they asked us to move back to southern Sudan. As we're moving back to southern Sudan, we stop at a place called Gilo. Gilo is a river. It's a river, have a lot of crocodiles in it, and then there's no way you can cross it. For example, we even tie a rope on a tree on one side of the river and have someone swim to the other side to tie the other part to a tree somewhere, the other side of the river, so that for those who do not know how to swim can swim, cross it. Didn't work out. All of a sudden, a government of Ethiopia sent troops after us and started shooting at us. They killed some of the boys, some of us drowned, others eaten by crocodiles, others lost, and others captured. Myself and survivors, we moved back to southern Sudan to a place called Pachala and stayed there in Pachala for 9 months. The Sudan government knew that we are back, and so they bomb us twice a day using that's a Russian aircraft called Antonov. And we dug some trenches so that we can hide. When they come, we hide there. We kind of hide there so they cannot. Some of us were killed. Then we decided to move to the interior part of southern Sudan to a place called Kapoita. Then in Kapoita we were attacked, and then we moved to another place called Nairuz. Then in Nairuz we were attacked, and then in 1992 we moved to another country called Kenya. We stayed in Kenya. Now coming to Kenya was just good because, like I said before, it was a place where we start education. This is where I start to learn A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3 at the age of 17. It was just wonderful to, who's 17 here? Her, right? What's your name? Cameron. Huh? Cameron. Cameron. No, did I pronounce it well? Cameron. Cameron. Yes, I was, can you stand up a little bit? Thank you. I was like, you get tall. I was like her. Thank you very much. I was like her when I started to learn A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3. It was just great. Our classroom were under trees, sitting on the dirt, using my finger to write A, B, C, D, all these things. A teacher could come around and say, okay, that's good. What do? You secure a very good place in front of you. Nobody, it's like your notebook. Nobody, somebody somewhere there. So this is your place, you can write it, and then you can rub it, and then write the thing. During examination, during a test, during a dictation, whatever it is. It was just good. It was very, very good learning. We were learning something. It was just wonderful until in 1999 when the American came. Look, the way the American came, I mean, they say they would take us to the United States. And the way they look at that time, very tall guys with long noses, when they speak as if they're speaking through their noses because their English was just very difficult to understand. And you know what they were telling us? They would take us to the United States. It was good. Some other boys think they know America. Well, they never been to America. But they think they know America, like one of our guys who say, it is okay, like I said before. They said it's okay to be lazy in America. Because when you are lazy in the United States, the American people will tie a green card in your neck. And you go to any restaurant and eat for free. Well, the other boy was telling American technology is so good. You go to any restaurant, nobody is serving you. You just go there, you self-serve. Go there, sit and find a big table. And that big table, that's some button on the top. There's a chicken button, the beef button, the vegetable button. For example, you want to eat chicken, you just push chicken button and chicken coming rolling from nowhere. I say that is a country that I want to go, you know. Whereas the other boys were giving out warning saying, if you go to America, be very careful, American girls are crazy. They said how crazy they are is that they all carry a small bag, and he explained. American girls carry a small bag every time. And this guy, Michael, asked us, do you know what in those bags? We said no. Well, they said they have gun in it. You mess up with American girl, they will shoot you. You know, I said, this is a country where you have this good technology, and women are killing people. Well, I was flown to JFK and then Syracuse, and as we were coming out of the airport, about 14 people from our church were waiting for us outside. And we got out, and they said, oh, hello, John, welcome, John. I think they know us. We're very skinny and very dark, very black, I think. So they knew us, and then they greet us, and it was just nice. And so, well, then there were 4 girls there. I didn't want to go and hug them. I may mess them up and kill me, so I stayed away from them. They took us to our apartment and then showed how to shop. We went inside the right side of grocery store, stood what I know today called salad. And I thought, well, why do they have grass here for animals? I don't see animal around, but I didn't know whether people can eat, people that were not in a situation like I was, that can eat grass. But that's salad. And inside, I gotta tell you, it was just gigantic thing that to comprehend, to understand how wealthy this country is. All these lots of aisle of food. Even there is aisle of dog food and cat food. It was just, I said, you know, this is a country that's so wealthy, even animals there have their own aisles, you know. Well, there they, you know, they took care of us, and then, you know, it was just great to be in America. And then I started working at McDonald's, grilling hamburgers, doing dishes, work at UPS, security guard somewhere, 2 jobs, 3 jobs sometimes, which is good. And then I transferred to Syracuse University, to Onondaga Community College. That's where I enrolled, finished my associate degree in 2004, and then I transferred to Syracuse University Maxwell School of Citizenship. It was just great. But then I said, okay, now I am in America. I am in America, where I can have financial aid. None of my family members ever worked in America to pay tax. You know, I am so blessed to be in America, where I can turn on water as I want, where I can turn on light as I want, where I can jump into a car and drive somewhere else I want, where I can get a job and be employed and earn money, where I can, what can I say, in America. So then I said, well, I am blessed to be in America. So I want to help my people back, and that's why I came up with the idea of building a medical clinic, and we built it. I raised money in America. I think I might have raised over $2 million. And then we built this medical clinic, big one. And since we start treating people, we have treated over 142,000 people. Over 7,000 children being vaccinated. Over 700 mothers gave birth to the clinic for the first time ever since the creation. This is the first ever medical clinic in that area since God created the world. You know?